when you in a relationship, you have a partner that'll say, "Are you ashamed of me?" How do Tori feel about that question when you don't post me or post, when you got one that won't post the other, and they'll feel like you ashamed of me. And they'll be asking, "Are you ashamed of me? That's why you don't post me." So they feel like you ashamed of them because you don't post them. How do you feel about that?
You got me. I come home to you. Maybe I don't know if you live in arrangement, but you got me. You're the one. How can I? Besides that, if I'd have made it clear to you in the beginning, now time has moved along. Now you're kind of changing, and you feel it. How can I make it more clear to you without saying something, going back or reneging on something I told you in the beginning? That hey, it's me and you. I'm not ashamed of you. Those that's in my tightest circle know. My mom know. Or if you see me out randomly, I'm not hiding you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just sit down, let's have this discussion, especially if it was a discussion in the beginning. You're changing on me now. Don't be ashamed. How can I make you more secure on our relationship? You know what I'm saying? So I would try to build in you that way and ask you questions if I don't have to go back and renege. But I'm also the type of guy that I'm not going to probably continue to just do it just all randomly. Yeah. But if this is what you want me to do, how about I just change my status to the person that I'm dating, even if I don't post, but at least that or something.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy because it's like people forget about there's social media and then real life. They forget that when you turn those cameras off, there's another life called real life. Like we actually are together, not everybody else. So it's understandable that you are not ashamed on your end, and you may know that about yourself, but you're kind of second guessing me because I'm not posting you. It becomes so much of what is this really about, and then on the other end, I try to be considerate of how you feel. Like, okay, if I'm a considerate person, I think like this. Well, I can see how she or he feel. It comes off. I know how it comes. You know how when you talking and people can say, "Man, it seemed like," and then you like, "I ain't mean it that way," and you say, when they say, "Well, it just came off that way." Same with social media. Well, you not posting me. It feel like you ashamed of me because you never post me. But behind the scene, it's like I'm doing all this other thing. I'm go out and about, and we come across somebody. I introduce you. This is my lady.
Yeah.
This is my queen. This is my wife. But on social media, you want it to be known to people who I don't even know, who I can't even see them face to face. I don't even know who's looking and who's not looking unless they click like or comment. So it's like, why are you so worried about it? It's so much with this, man. I'm gonna go ahead, man.
Most of the time, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna just go on a limb and say, most of the time, the people that don't post their significant other, mostly is not just a social media person. If they're on social media, guess what they're doing? They're promoting their business. They're, like you said earlier, you got on social media to post your music. Like that's what they post. Now, I will feel a certain way. I feel a person, the young lady or young man, if they feel like you're ashamed, if you go out with your homeboys and all the time you posting your good time with your homeboys, then that's kind of different, I feel, in my opinion, because here it is, I'm your lady, but you could post your homeboys all willy-nilly. So I would start to kind of feel that like, dang, I'm with you too, you know what I'm saying? But if most of the people that don't post their significant other mostly post their business a very good point or what they got going on, you know what I'm saying?
That make more sense, right?
So,
because when it's like you can't do one thing and then turn around and say, "Well, I don't have my business out there like that," and you really posting your homeboys and stuff like that.
Like,
is
your homeboys more important than your significant other?
So make sure if you stand by what you saying, that it's all the way around. Like it's with everything. And I can understand a person that feel that way. And let's go there for a minute before we move on. There are people. Let's touch on that. There are people that do be on some creep stuff.
Yeah, that's fact.
You got to know who your partner is. Let that breathe for a minute. You got to know who your partner is. That's why we say when you get with a person, you got to have that communication.
Yeah.
You so focused and you so ready to show people off before you even know who your significant other is. Let that breathe for the two people in the back that didn't catch that. You so focused and ready for people to see who they are, and you don't even know who they are.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you a quick story before we go to the next segment.
Mm-hmm.
Way back, I was doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I was single, but I wasn't single. I was dating, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't posting people who I was dating.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this one girl said, F that. She took my picture and posted it talking about Mrs. Watkins. This way before my wife and all that. But man, don't you know the phone calls that I started receiving? So I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? I was not doing right. I was not, you know what I'm saying, dating just one person. But so I do understand, like, why ain't you posting me? But shoot, you can't do that for too long, because these men or females gonna take something, they gonna make it known that, hey, this is my guy.
Yeah.
So if you out creeping, boy, social media get you caught up.
Yeah.
If you out doing wrong, everything coming to the light. I don't care what you say. So that was just a quick story on somebody did me like that. I got calls from my cousins. Somebody, oh, that's who you dating? I'm like, whoa.
I'm gonna say this real quick, man. And the thing is about it is what bothers me is people react off of their experience so much to a person that didn't do that to them. What I mean by that is you'll get a person that don't want to post like that. They let it be known, I don't like to post like that. I don't like my business like that. Because they've dealt with other men or dealt with other women that be creep like that, they expect you to be like that because you are not posting just like they wasn't posting. But I have a question to people who, before we move on, to who feel that way, or are you ashamed of me? When you ask that question, what are they doing to make you feel like they're ashamed of you other than social media? In real life, off camera, are they making you feel good about yourself? Did you? I'm talking about relationship. Y'all in a relationship. Did you meet his family? Did you meet his mama? Did you?
Family be lying.
Did you like? What is he doing off social media to make you feel ashamed? But why does he or she have to come to social media? I'm not saying that I'm not feeling where you coming from of feeling ashamed, but is that the only reason? If that is the only reason, you got to ask yourself is what's more important, social media or the way he treats you or the way she treats you?
Social media is a powerful thing, bro.
Man, we say it all the time. It's a drug. It's the next crack. It's next crack. Well, in my David Chappelle, I'm rich. No.